Hello, and welcome to Paranormal Encounters with KiffinyJean. I'm Kiffiny. I like to find some of the creepiest stories online and share them with you. These are actual listings from haunted dolls on eBay. This doll has no name. A haunted antique knitted doll that blinks. I won't let her into my house. A random lady drove up to my daughter and I in the parking lot of a grocery store and politely asked if my daughter would like a dolly. Surprised for the unexpected offer, I accepted without looking at it and have regretted it ever since. She is currently in my shed. I refuse to bring her in my house. I was cleaning out my shed one day and something made me turn and look at her, and without anything touching or moving her, she winked at me, just the one eye. She blinked. I also kept her on the top shelf in the shed, but when I would go out at night, I would hear something in the shed, thinking it's an animal. So I checked, and she was on the ground. The next morning, I picked her up and put her back on the shelf. Apparently, she doesn't like to be too high up because this is a continuous thing. So I just moved her to a lower place in the shed, and she seems content. But please, get her away from me. Haunted doll, Harmony. She's described as an active spirit, creepy, mysterious, not for beginners. I call this doll Harmony because that is the name people who made the vessel gave her. However, she is an interesting spirit. At first, I didn't think she was haunted. She did not communicate with any of the tools. However, I still felt like there was something going on. The vessel plays music and moves her head and arm. I noticed that she would start playing on her own. I thought maybe it was just a fluke. However, then she started playing other songs than Edelweiss. That doesn't happen every day, but it's startling when it happens. I feel that eventually more strange things will happen around her. It should be fun to watch her develop her powers. This vessel is about 8 inches tall and is in a permanent sitting position. The body is covered in cloth, but it is hard because of the music box mechanism. She comes with a box. I would not recommend Melody for beginners. She isn't scary, but a little eerie. However, someone who is experienced might be able to learn how to communicate with her. Haunted, creepy, antique doll. Warning. This doll encapsulates a potentially dangerous entity that has caused a lot of activity and strange events to occur throughout my home. I purchased this doll at an estate sale while visiting New Orleans. I cannot say for certain if it has malicious intent, but it certainly emits an extremely negative energy. I tried to take it to a local medium, who upon sharing pictures of the doll with, declined to come see it, stating, "There is a great negative energy surrounding that doll. It is a vessel for an inhuman entity," and declined to speak with me about it any further. Immediately after purchasing it for my antique collection, I felt sick to my stomach whenever holding it or looking into its eyes, and have experienced my plants turning black, lights flickering on and off whenever room it's in, a sour smell emitting from it, my cat continually hissing and cowering away whenever it's near. I've heard footsteps and whispering from whatever room it's in. I live alone. What really creeps me out is whatever room I leave it sitting in, I find its arms or head have changed positions. Its eyelids also seem to open and shut on their own. I've left it in a room with both eyelids closed, but upon re-entering, I saw one eyelid closed and the other one open. Paranormal doll. Crybaby, 28 years, emotional support. This doll was part of a paranormal study. This is Lila, aka Crybaby. 28 years old, and her vessel is 16 inches tall. Yes, Crybaby is what we call Lila in our house. She actually prefers to be called that. She thinks it's cute. Lila is a huge empath. She's very in tune with others. She creates a deep and empathetic bond with her owners that I think is beautiful. She was a therapist in her life and dealt with emotional adults. She makes a great spiritual companion for anyone suffering from any type of psychological disorders. She's the perfect emotional support spirit. I have also had her help me do some readings. I always get more out of it when I'm with her. Crybaby passed away from problems due to her high blood pressure. She was young, but experienced many of the emotions her clients were going through. She likes light, calming colors and anything lavender scented. When you get her, don't forget to give her a gift and light a white candle with some incense to welcome her. Paranormal Haunted Scarecrow Doll, approximately 18 inches high. Made from one of those do-it-yourself doll kits sold years ago. Purchased a pair of these about 20 years ago from a deceased old woman's estate sale. There was a male and female. This is the male. I had to give the female doll to a friend because the pair together was too much. I believe there is a mischievous spirit attached. Any shelf this doll sits on, things seems to mysteriously fall off. I've actually had an entire shelf of my bookcase that he was sitting on fall. I'm not responsible for anything that gets broken if you buy him. I've kept him packed away in a Ziploc baggie under a plastic bin for several years. He's in pretty good shape for his age. I cannot guarantee paranormal activity from him. All I know is what I've experienced with him and the reasons I've kept him packed away, such as an entire shelf of solid wooden bookcases coming loose and crashing to the floor in the middle of the night, and this little dude laying there grinning. Have fun. This is Olivia. She is a child, and her vessel is 14 inches tall. This sweet girl is ready to find her forever home. She's been here for a while now and has decided she's finally ready. There will be no problem getting Olivia to bond with you. She's very clingy, loves attention, and enjoys doing sessions. When I first got her, I expected her to take a while to warm up. The very first night, she let her trigger ball and had lots of orbs. She's not up for talking about her death. She let me know she had a big house with lots of dolls in her room and a puppy. She was very loved by her family and misses the trips they would take together. Olivia loves baby dolls, Barbies, and stuffed animals. She will communicate with any divination tools that you choose. When you get her, don't forget to give her a gift and light a white candle with some incense to welcome her. Haunted doll, Lita. Approximately 8 inches. She does have one broken arm. Please refer to pictures. You are purchasing the figurine pictured above. Please refer to all pictures before committing to buying. Meet Lita. She was 17. She lived in the 1800s in a very poor community. She was treated like a servant by her own family. It is very clear to me right now her energy needs a break and a safe space to call home. She is a rescue vessel someone was going to toss after a yard sale. She passed away because of some type of flu. She communicates with dowsing rods, pendulum, and balloon lights. Please ask all questions before purchasing.